Today I'm going to be sharing with you some new products from Archer and Olive that I purchased recently and I really want to share. So this is actually my first Archer and Olive order that I've ever placed. I'm not a bullet journal person, and so of course, as soon as they came out with these new planners, I was all over it. Look how pretty this color is. Now, I have the exact same planner in the other box, except it's a different cover. So let me go ahead and open that. And in case you don't know, Archer and Olive creates mental wellness creativity tools and experiences that foster connections through your own artistic expression. That's what it says on the inside cover of this box. And look how pretty this other cover option is. Now, both of these planners that I picked up are A5 size, but they do have the same planner with this coil in a letter size. So it would be 8.5 by 11, which I felt was going to be a lot more space than I actually needed. So you can either pick that or this very portable A5 size. So I got the A5 in both covers because I just could not decide. And they came in these beautiful boxes, as you can see, wrapped in paper, very protected. Let me get these out of the way. It says right here on the back of the box that their paper is 160 GSM. So it is like, I think that's like the highest quality paper that I've ever seen or purchased in a planner. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so they're calling this one the classic and this one the abstract. So that's like the name of the cover. But the inside contents are exactly the same. So this is what the front of this one looks like. It's got some gold foiling in it here. So pretty. My kids will tell you this like green is like my favorite color. And then this one also has some like gold in it as well. Oh, I didn't look at the back yet. This is the first time I'm looking at the back. That's interesting that it doesn't have like the entire same design as the front. Both of them have a elastic band and has a pen loop for your pen, and neither of them have tabs on it. So if you want some planner tabs, that's something you would have to either purchase from Archer and Olive. They do have some, and I'm pretty sure it's just two versions. They have a colorful version, and then they have a more neutral, and I believe it's like a greenish color. So I want to say it's like in one of these colors. So either one you pick, clearly, because they both kind of look like they match together, whether you get the colorful or the other option, I think that it would look good with it. So let me go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go ahead and move this one off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and flip through this so you can see what's inside this planner. So it does come with a snap-in ruler, which is very thin. It's not as sturdy as, say, like an Erin Condren snap-in, but it snaps really easily into this wire O binding. So love that. And in case you can't tell, the wire O is a gold, and I like that it's not like a really, really bright, shiny gold. So that's cool. I'm looking carefully at this because my like page looks like it's been marked. Let me see. I don't think the other planner has that. It doesn't. That's interesting. I don't know if my camera's picking that up, but you can kind of see there's like these indents in this paper on this first, and it's a little bit on the second page. It makes me feel like there was like some kind of a clip of some sort or something on it. And it's not on this one. Okay, so this is just a nameplate page for you to write your name. If you want, you can decorate it. And then you've got a spread with information from the company, a note from Bonnie, who is the founder, and some ideas for how to use your planner. Now, this has been a very highly requested product from Archer and Olive because there are lots of people in the community who they want to get into journaling, but they want more structure. And so this is the brainchild of that. This planner starts in November. So you don't have to wait all the way till January, even though it's a 2024 planner. It starts in November. So for all those people who get impatient and want to start your planner a little bit early, I love that Bonnie included that extra 2 months in here to get started. Maybe because like I know that their focus is on like mental health and wellness. The holidays can tend to be a very stressful time for a lot of people. So maybe that's the reasoning behind it. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask her. So this is what the page looks like before the month. You have a spot for your intentions, some areas to reflect on the previous month. To take care of myself this month, I will. I'm thankful for a mood tracker, and it's got like spots. So the way you would use this is you'd pick a color, so it's like color coded. Let's say you want pink to be happy, blue to be sad. Obviously, you should use like better words than just happy and sad, but you get the idea. And then as the month goes on, you use those different colors. Dot markers would be perfect for this. So then you can just grab the correct color that coordinates with your emotion for that day and dot that on there. And then a little note section. And I am not really one to lean towards colorful planners. However, the color scheme in here is just like so calming and so chill. I love the colors that she's chosen to go in the pages of this planner. I want other planner companies to do the same. So here's what the monthly calendar looks like. It's a Sunday start, and you've got a little section for notes. And then like it says right here, schedule time for creativity. And then it's like now, do it. Put it in your planner. So she's like telling you what to do. I wonder if that little note should change probably throughout the month. Throughout the planner, we'll have to see. Here is what the week looks like. So this planner starts October 30th, that week, and it has a nice blank open space for you to journal or doodle, whatever you want to do. You have sleep trackers here for each day. You've got a habit tracker on the corner. I love habit trackers. And a little notes box. Then you have a section for priorities. Now the line spacing in here looks a little narrow. I want to say it's not a 1/4 inch. It's probably a little bit less than that. It might be like the same 5mm grid spacing. I don't have a ruler right here next to me. But then you also have a little calendar, and she's already highlighted for you what the week is coordinating. So I like that. That's usually what I end up doing. I see a lot of people in the planning community do that. So that's already done for you. You don't have to do that. Makes it nice and easy. So this is how the weeks go. And every month is going to be a different color. So let's go ahead and see at the end of the month. So this is interesting. It looks like instead of including this with December, she's decided that the way November ends is going to belong in the November section. And then because the first is on a Friday. So other planner companies, usually this spread would go in with like December, but that's not how she's done this. So at the end of the month, you've got a section to rate the month. You've got a little prompts box, and I know that these change every month. So for the month of November, what made you smile today? And then what is one of your long-term goals? What is one thing you can do to begin working toward achieving that goal? You got a box for writing some affirmations, a little creative space that's blank, and then some line notes spacing. Then you come to December. So every month there's like a page like this that's decorated, and it's gorgeous with a quote. This one's, I'm proud of the progress I have made. I love this one because my word of the year this year is progress for 2023. And I didn't mention this on the earlier, but I don't know if you noticed, this is a coloring page. So if you want to color something that's already pre-done for you, you don't have to think about it and you just want to color, that's what that page is for. And then there's a nice open space in the center. If you want to write your own little quote, you can. I was checking to see if it matches the design over there, but it doesn't. And then we have another page for the month ahead, and I'm going to go back and look at this other one and see the colors are the same. So it looks like for this planner, the colors on this page are going to be the same for every month. And then I'm correct. So this is going to change every month. Whatever it says over here is going to change. And for the month of December, it's like this purple color, a deep purple. And then it's lighter. So like 2 different shades. So this is almost like a mauve. I don't know. I'm not a color expert. It's like a pink purple. So I'm going to go ahead and flip through the rest of this planner so you can see all the beautiful colors in it and these designs. I think May might be my favorite color. And it's my birthday month. Ooh, I like this cover. That's interesting that September is this green color. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier or not, but the entire planner, the number of pages, it's 224 pages. Alright, now at the end of the planner, after December, you do have a couple of dot grid pages. And then the back cover has a accordion like pocket so that you can stick some notes and things in there. And then it is a like wire O binding. I don't know if you can tell. So closing this, I wouldn't like try and close it this way. Sometimes that acts up. Actually, that actually worked pretty well. So rubber band to help keep everything together. And there you have it. This came like a little bit, this first one's a little bit bent, but it's fine. They are sturdy enough. I feel like these are really good compared to other products that I've seen. This is great. And the price point on this is like insanely affordable compared to other products similar to this. I really like the structure of it as far as like having all the prompts for helping you prioritize your health and wellness and that kind of thing. So I really recommend this product as like a really easy starter for somebody who wants to get into maybe creative journaling. If you want to like doodle, but you don't want the pressure of like creating your own spread every week, you want something that's already there and you just want to do a little bit of journaling and maybe just use some highlighters and things like that. I really think this is a very great high quality product. Now the cover, I didn't mention, it's like a paper stock, but it's very sturdy. It's not a flexible cover. I really think that this is great. I am not sure yet which of these babies, most likely this one, but I did do some pen testing in this one. So let me show you. I'm going to find the page. I know I did pen testing in here somewhere. I believe it was like in the very back. Yeah. So here's where I did some pen testing. Let me move this over. I used a Pentel Energel, Rytech, which is like a thicker 0.7, and a Kokiyomi gel pen, a Dr. Pilot gel pen. These are some Rytech brush pens. They're like the Signet. I don't remember what they're called. Anyway, Rytech brush pens. That's what that is. Same thing with this one. It's like the gray one. I had bought a set for my daughter, and these are not going through at all. You don't see any ghosting. I can feel like a little bit of an indent, but that was just because I'm like the pressure that I'm using. I must have been pushing pretty hard when I was writing on that. But anyway, I think this paper is fantastic. It's not going to give you any issues at all. And I highly, highly recommend. This is a really good product. It came in the beautiful box to protect it. And it would make a very great gift, especially because it comes in a box. So I hope that this review video has helped you decide if you would like to pick up one of these beautiful planners from Archer and Olive to help you in your wellness journey. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more self-care planning content like this, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.